We here? Yeah. I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's a little Kenny Russell, Kanoom, Consort Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in this room. Now I'm dealing with Kanoom. Yeah. I'm here. While I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear it. Yeah. Now, all week I've been dealing with a sore throat. I've been having throat lozenges and all that type of stuff, but we're gonna keep grinding, drinking ice, sweet tea right now. The grind continues, it never stops. I must put forth this work. A lot of people don't understand what I'm doing, but I'm trying to show you that religion develops insanity and it can cause you harm. But welcome back to Ancestor Speak Part 12. Welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. This channel is brought to provoke the mind. All I'm trying to do is provoke thinking, get you to think outside the box, not the box that they continuously put us in, and perpetuate certain information that we never evolve. All we do is revolve in the same situation. It's very meticulously done. We continuously do the same thing over and over because that's revolving doors. That's the plan for people that they deem non-Americans. That's the way it goes for you in these countries. I don't care what type of person you are, but for the African in America, it was a harsh thing going on called the transatlantic slave trade. And people talk all this nonsense that it didn't happen, but that's a farce. That's far fetched. My great grandfather was a slave. I don't even know his full name. I have all my ancestry documents, and I might share that with you guys on this channel. It's very personal to me, though. I don't know if I want to do that, but I'll bring the documents and show you. They didn't have a photograph of him. I believe it was in the 1840s or somewhere up in there. His name is Nero, Nero. That's it. He didn't carry any other name. The gentleman that bought him, his name was William Jarvis Russell from Brazoria County in Texas. Nero, my grandfather, came from South Carolina. Okay. That's why I carry the name Russell today. So don't act like this is far fetched. We caught hell in this country. All we did was give, build, and we were mistreated. Then they put in a new game and tell you that God say you have to forgive everybody who transgressed against you. You have to forgive everybody who brutally beat you, spit in your mother's face, raped your mother while your father was in another shack or he was listening, took your brothers out of your mother's womb, sold them, and did things like that. Wait till your brother gets strong enough to defend himself. I mean, not against the slave master, of course, or oppression, and sell them, break them off, tear the family up so they don't have any type of camaraderie and can put together revolts. You see? So when I talk about stuff like that, don't act like it's far fetched because it isn't. My great grandfather was a slave. His name was Nero. That's a fact. Okay. So we're not going to play that silly game. So I want to bring to you today. This is Ancestor Speak, and this is a lady, beautiful lady. She's an ancestor, and she was found victim to the transatlantic slave trade. So this couple, European couple, they went around and they put something together called slave narratives. See, and they were taken aback from these stories. You know, human beings has an innate thing that they know right from wrong. So all these Europeans are just devils and victims. I'm not a Nation of Islam member. I don't say that. There's some devils in the African community. There's devils in the European community. There's devils in the Hispanic community, Latino, the Latin, uh, Italian community, any of these. So I don't see everybody as a devil and this person is the divine. I don't look at it like that. But I'm also not in no position to forgive everybody who ever beat and spit in my mother's face and beat my father. No, I'm not. I'm sorry about that. I'm not a racist either. But if I am a racist, it's racist towards my own people and bigging them up. See, or a bigot, whatever you want. Some people would say a racist is somebody who only like black. I like black women. I like black families. See, that's a racist, but that's what I'm into. I like black couples. I like black love. I like black ministry, even though I'm not into ministry. I like black physicians. I like black police chiefs. I like black fire department. See, so that's racist in a sense. So I'm more of a black power enthusiast. If anything, I want to see African people at the top of everything. For in my opinion, if they can be president, fine. If they can be president of the bank, I would love that. If they can be at a top position, that's fine with me. So we're going to listen to Laura Smalley. She was a victim of the transatlantic slave trade here in America. It's not a funny thing. It's not humorous. I'm going to listen to her. This came from a creation I thought about years ago. It's called Ancestor Speak. And let's listen to her. I don't own the video. The video is on YouTube. It's called Slave Narratives. That's where you can find it at. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I thank you for watching. And if you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe because it won't cost you a fee. Let's listen to the ancestor.
The mistress tried to slap the slave, but the black woman pushed her into a chair. Laura Smalley was a girl at the time, but she remembers vividly what happened to the black woman when the master came home.
Okay, now a black girl or a woman tried to slap a white woman slave owner. See, two women fighting. And this young lady, Laura Smalley, she was a girl at the time. They was all in chattel slavery. And when it went a little further, it was called sharecropping. All the same thing. You work for massa, you up under his foot, you eat what he give you, you dress how he provides you to dress, and he take advantage of you in any way possible because you was a possession of his. Okay. So she's gonna tell the story that she remembered vividly when the master got home and he know that a black woman slapped a white woman.
Well, they think that old woman, poor old woman, carried in the peach orchard.
They took the old woman, the poor old woman, and carried her in a peach orchard, okay, and whipped her. This is how the story goes now. This is live. This is Lori Smalley, my ancestor, telling this story.
And whipped her. And, just tied her hand this way, around the peach orchard tree. I remember that just as well. Looked like to me, I can. And
tied her pants around and tied her around a peach orchard tree. She said, I can remember just like it was yesterday. I remember. I mean, this is how vivid she can tell this story over and over because she witnessed it.
Around the tree and whipped her. And well, she couldn't do nothing but just kick her feet, just kick her feet.
Tied her around a peach orchard tree and whipped her. She couldn't do nothing but kick her feet, She couldn't do nothing, just kick her feet. And listen to the lady. She's not that educated because they had schoolhouses at that time, but she didn't benefit from any of them. So the language she heard the slave owner speak with, that's the language that she speaks in. It's very country, it's southern, or some northern Europeans used to talk like this too, because they all good old boys. Yes, sir, get this here. Take this on outside. I'll back there. Chuck that there. Eat that right there. Come on, get some more. Come on here, get this and that there. Yeah, you're gonna do that. That's the way she speaks. Europeans taught her how to speak like that. These are African people who were victimized by Europeans. See, let's continue to let the ancestors speak.
But it just had a clothes all down to her waist, It didn't have a plumb naked, but they had a clothes down to her waist.
Had her clothes down to her waist. Okay, they didn't have her plumb naked, but they had her clothes down to her waist. This is a young lady that we're talking about. So her breast was out and her clothes was down to her waist, and she was tied to a tree.
And every now and then they'd whoop her, and then snuff the pipe out on her,
Every now and then they would whoop her, and they'd snuff the pipe out on her. They was, them old country, backwoods Europeans. A lot of people refer to them as rednecks and crackers because that was the time that they called them at that time. And I don't have to refer to them as that, so I'm not using that language. This language is, as I'm telling you, this is a recollection of history. So they were referred to as crackers and rednecks and things like that. Yes, from the ancestors, very well needed and do so. They deserved it. but they would whoop her every time they was big, fat, and out of shape, nasty, funky, and tired, uneducated as well. So he'd take a little rest and then he beat her some more, but he was them crackers would smoke them pipes. You hear me? And every now and then they would snuff the pipe out on her, take ambers out of the pipe that they smoke because they all like chewing snuff and tobacco, and they would dump that pipe out on her, the ash and the ambers on her skin. This is how the story goes now.
The pipe out on her. You know the embers in the pipe. And where you see the pipe smoking.
Blow them out on her?
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the couple, the European couple? He said, snuff him out on her. See, he still speaks like she's speaking, but she had to learn it from them. He said, snuff it out on her. She said, yeah, snuff it out. He said, oh, good Lord, Jesus, Lord. See, all this stuff we got from them. Jesus the Christ, Lord, all that's not an African thing. You see? So I want to take my hat off and my heart goes out to Lord Smollie, my ancestor. She rests. She was victim of the transatlantic slave trade, which silly fools like to make like it didn't happen and play make believe. But I have documents to say that my great great grandfather was a slave, and he was sold and bought by a man named William Jarvis Russell. You silly fools that try to dismiss history. America is not that old. It's only a couple of 100 years old, and slaves built it. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Canoe Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Canoe. This is what I do, and I love to do it. And before I take back what I said, I ask them all to it. May all the ancestors rest. Lori Smiley, my hat goes out to her because she was victimized like everyone else who over 1 billion African lives was lost to slavery all across the world. Not just the transatlantic slave trade. See, you had all types of slave trades. Over 200 million died in just the Indian slave trade. I'm sorry, the Sahara slave trade that deals with a lot of Islamic and Islamized fools who still have slavery going on today. I don't respect people who don't respect other human beings. Okay, so over 1 billion African lives have been lost to slavery, and people want to play like it didn't happen. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I thank you for watching. If you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe because it don't cost you a fee. Education and preparation is the first step to retaliation. So before you pick up a weapon, pick up some knowledge. Yeah, yeah.